the stick handling video with Patrick Kane. First and foremost, was he nervous after he saw yours?
So the whole the whole thing about this was so funny, because honestly, anytime fans or even other players that I played against, like after I did that video, I had so many guys come up to me at face-offs the rest of that year that would be like, "Hey dude, that video was so funny," and I'm like laughing, like I'm gonna try to kill you here in 5 seconds, but all right, I appreciate it. but it was just so funny because Kaner does that. He did it for Bauer. It was like a Bauer promo video. So he does it. We all see it. It came out, and we all see it, and we're like, what? I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, dude, they had to have sped this up. I'm like, did they? And he's like, honestly, I kind of thought the same thing, but they told me they did not speed this up. He's like, I don't think it's sped up. He's like, they could have been lying, but I don't think it was. I'm like, well, that's a little fucked. Like, I don't think I've ever seen like all the people that try to do these videos, man. And like, I honestly bet you there weren't too many mess ups that he did. Like, I bet it didn't take him that long. But so he does this video and we're all like, oh my God, all right, that's pretty wild. So I said something to our PR staff, I think the day I saw it, or maybe the next day, whatever it was. I'm like, hey, like, and I don't even know why I thought of this, but it was my idea. I was like, hey, would you guys ever be interested in doing like a spoof of that? Like, that'd be kind of funny, no? And I was actually thinking they'd be like, all right, beat it, buddy. Like, nobody wants to see you stick handling. And so I said that, and they're like, oh, let's think about it, and we'll get back to you. I'm like, all right, that's a no. And then so the next day, appreciate your time. But so maybe a day or two later, they come back jacked up. Like, they were like, hey, are you still want to do that video? Let's do it. That'd be so funny. Can you come to the rink today after? I think we actually were in training camp. They're like, can you come to the rink today and do it? I'm like, well, all right. So something changed here. Somebody told you that we got to get this done. So I'm like, all right, yeah, let's do it. So we go there, and we were all just kind of thinking of funny ideas on how to spoof this thing. And so we just kind of started, as you see, we just kind of started. And, I wasn't necessarily, people always ask, like, were you trying to be that terrible? Like, yeah, to an extent, for sure. Like, obviously I am not on the same level as he was in stick handling through these pucks. But, that maybe the first stage, like with like 4 or 5 pucks out there, I can muck around in between there and do all right. But once it gets going, I'm like, all right, I do want this to be hilarious. So even like that one point I like fall, and they were asking, different ideas, and we just ended up doing like the slide was my idea, like sliding through all them. I think one of them came up with the snow angel one that we did, and so we were just all kind of collectively and coming up with this what we were gonna do, and they took a couple of shots, and then at the end, I forget what he does. I think he picks the puck up on his stick and throws it at the camera to finish the video, and I was like, hey, like, what about, obviously I like fight. How about I end up somehow in the stands, and I'm like, I either punch the camera or whatever. I do something to like wrestle it down, and they're like, oh, that'd be awesome. So then we, it was a collaborative effort for sure. And man, we got done, and I want to say they edited that thing either that day or the next day. And no joke, I just remember seeing it all over. Like, again, we were still in training camp, so it was all over, like TSN and all that stuff. And I was like, oh my God, what in the hell? Like, this is like my first like viral type of thing. And I was like, what is going on here? And I'm not kidding you, man. Like, it seemed like every game another player was mentioning the video, and every time I met a fan, they talked about it, and still people talk about it. So I'm like super stoked that I even asked to do it, or even had the idea that, like I said, I never thought that, that would even come to fruition, but it was just pretty cool to do it. And still, like I said, people will tweet me like gifts from it. And like, people were asking me the other day about it. And so anytime I respond to it, it's like, people just get so stoked. So that was one that I was pretty excited how it turned out.
It was hilarious how fast that thing came out, because I remember thinking like, wow, that Kane video is hysterical. I'm like, I felt like it was 10 minutes later. I was like, fuck is Brandon Bollig doing this video? Like, what's going on?
It was quick, but yeah, like I said, they were like right away, they were like, I don't know about that, and then something changed, and they were like, let's get this thing done. So it was go time. It was awesome.
Sounds like they definitely pitched it as their idea to somebody higher up, and they're like,
no question. No question. Somebody's collecting royalties off my idea.